Fellas, lady fellas, Evan Rose Society, welcome to the Fantasy in Rally Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, Spencer Tacker. Today we're going to talk about a quick waiver wire Wednesday. So there are multiple teams going on bye weeks, so you need to keep out for that. There were injuries like Will Disley tearing his Achilles. And so there are a few things, small injuries, big injuries, bye weeks that you always have to pay attention to. It's getting thinner and thinner every single week. So I have a few guys that could be of any value to you, scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. But if they can help you, that'd be fantastic. So no really quarterbacks other than, if you can pick up Teddy, Gardner, guys like that. If they're not already owned, try to pick them up. But this is mostly for running back, like skill positions. So quickly, we have Latavius Murray. He got used a lot more because Kamara's a little bit banged up. So if they keep kind of giving the ball a little more to Latavius, he could be of value, especially, like I said, if Kamara, hopefully not, but if he were to miss time, Latavius would obviously go up. Adrian Peterson's another guy. Since they fired Gruden, the interim head coach wants to run the ball a lot more and keep doing that, and that's what they're doing. So Adrian Peterson is seeing a lot more volume. So he's not owned in very many leagues, so you can be a guy that can get him, hopefully, if you can afford it. And so Adrian Peterson is going to see, like I said, a lot more volume. So he'd be a guy that could be possibly worth a pickup. And then next we have either Malcolm Brown or Darrell Henderson, because depending on how the health of Todd Gurley is, you don't know if he's going to stay healthy, be injured, play this week, be limited this week, be out this week, all this craziness around his name. So if you can afford it on your entire roster, kind of try to hold on to these guys, Malcolm Brown and Darrell Henderson. If Gurley's out, like I said, they could be of value to you. Darrell Henderson had some big runs. Not a whole lot of opportunities, but the opportunities he had looked really good. So if they can keep doing that, giving him the rock, then it will be worth it. For the wide receivers, we have Darius Slayton. He's still up there as a target for Daniel Jones, especially while there's numerous injuries in New York with Shepard, Ingram, and Barkley all being out. They could come back soon, but how long would that be till they're all healthy? Slayton will definitely be a guy, along with Golden Tate, that are going to be targets for Daniel Jones. So he might be a little bit more volatile, like a Djax, long ball type of guy. But high risk, high reward. So he could be a guy for you. Next, we have Jacoby Myers for the Patriots. If Josh Gordon is out anytime soon, if he's limited or doesn't see as much playing time, anything like that, you can look at Myers because he's been doing well. He just didn't have that great of a beginning of the season with Gordon and AB coming in. But now we're starting to see a little bit more of a wide receiver picture in New England. So, as I said, if Gordon sees limited time or if he's out, Myers will be a guy you want to pick up. And then Auden Tate is my last receiver. He should replace John Ross as one of the top two in Cincinnati. And he's seeing a lot of targets. As I said, John Ross is injured. He's on IR, so Auden Tate's going to replace him. So it's either going to be Tyler Boyd or Auden Tate that Andy Dalton will throw to. So, if he can get the volume, he'll definitely be a guy and replace John Ross. John Ross was killing it this season, trying to finally reimagine himself as an actual football player. But unfortunately, he got hurt, so hopefully Auden Tate can kind of take over and be that super high volume guy that John Ross was. Now, next, as I mentioned it before, Will Disley suffered torn Achilles, which is unfortunate, but you'll need someone to replace him with. Now, if you have a few guys, hopefully they can help you on your team. But as you know, the tight end position is very thin. So these guys are very volatile, could be killer in 1 week and kill you in another week. So the guys I have are Darren Fells and Jordan Atkins. We're not sure which one is going to be used, but whatever guy it is that Deshaun Watson is going to throw to is going to have a big day. So you might want to pick one of them up. Fells is a lot more on the high touchdown side, but it all depends on, I guess, what their scheme is, how they're doing, depending on who they're going to throw to. So one of these two guys is going to be of value. You just have to decide, basically flip a coin to see who that's going to be. So next we have Dawson Knox. He could be a guy for you if you're hurting at the tight end position. He had a bye week last week, so not too many people are looking at him. You could probably let him go through waivers and pick him up later on if you need to. For Buffalo, Josh Allen's going to target him a decent amount, So he's not going to be crazy, not a sexy pick, just a solid guy. Might get you a few points here and there if you need it. Another guy who's a bit volatile but slowly pushing for that number one tight end position on his team since the top guy is out is Ricky Seals-Jones. He's slowly pushing Pharaoh Brown out because Njoku is injured, so he's getting the touchdowns every once in a while. So, he's slowly becoming the top guy at the tight end position for Cleveland. So, if you can pick him up, can't go wrong with that. And then the last guy is coming back with a vengeance, apparently, is Hunter Henry. The guy did fantastically, and I had him on my bench. But, as always, that's fantasy football. That's how it goes. So, if you held on to Hunter Henry, good for you like I did, but you didn't put him in your lineup. But if you held on to him, good. If you dropped him or someone else did, go try to snatch him up because he is going to be a target. Michael Williams is a bit inconsistent. He saw a lot of targets, especially on one particular drive this past week. But, if Michael Williams were to go down, Keenan Allen's kind of starting to decline in his production. So Hunter Henry could be a guy that's super valuable for you and can get you those super high games like he did on last week. So, if you can get him, try your hardest to get your hands on Hunter Henry. But those were a few of my trying to scrap up Waiver Wednesday guys for you. But those are my waiver wire guys. Hopefully you can find someone that'll help you out on your team to just get you a few points that you need to get that win. But as always, thank you for tuning in and thank you for your support. Leave all questions, comments, topic suggestions, feedback down there in the comment section below. We'll get to any and all questions that you have, answer them as accurately as possible. Remember that sports is supposed to be enjoyed together. So tell someone about us and watch together. We want to grow the F&R Society as much as possible. And in order to do that, you got to smash that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Keep trying to give you as much content as possible. Also, don't forget to hit that little notification bell. That way you'll be notified the moment our videos hit the web. But lastly, God bless America and God bless fantasy football. Take care.